So SAP installation is very uh, easy task, not very difficult, but not accessible for like everyone, because SAP installation will be done on the server side. So uh, so we have two types of SAP installation: clients installation as well as software server installation. So server installation is typical part. So in server installation, we have to check a lot of things. So those things we are going to discuss now. SAP. So we have two type of installation here. First is client software installation. Client software installation. My screen is visible, right?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So SAP installation, client software installation, individually on each end user PC, on each end user or in laptop or PC. We have to install the client software. That is very easy. This software is known as SAP GUI. SAP GUI. This software uh, can be installed on the client machine which want to access SAP server. So for installation of client software, there is no nothing is much requirement. 4 GB RAM, 4 GB RAM, and we can say 4 GB of hard disk is required. That's it. And you can install this software, and the installation time will take the software size is around 1.1 GB. Software size is around 1.1 GB, and the time will take around maybe below 5 minutes. Below 5 minutes, this software will be installed. So very easy. I will show you how to install this software. Client machine. On the client machine, we have to install the SAP GUI software, SAP Graphical User Interface. And another software is SAP Server software. SAP Server. So SAP Server software, that is SAP System ID, and it is shared across multiple users. So multiple users. To install this software, we require the server operating system. You cannot install SAP server on Windows XP, Windows 2011, 12, 13 like this. You require the Windows server operating system. Server operating system, like you require Windows server or Linux or Unix, like that. So first you require the server operating system, and you require at least 30 GB of RAM, 30 GB RAM, random access memory, and you require the space. Space could be from 20 to 20 terabyte, 20 GB to 20 terabyte. It will depend like which software you are going to install, and time it could be from 1.5 hours to 1.5 hours to 15 days. To install the SAP software, it can take 1.5 hours to 1.5 hours to 3 days. It will depend which kind of software you are going to install. The size would be 300, 1 terabyte, 20 GB to 1 terabyte. Which kind of software, SAP server software you want to install. So server is a typical part. Client software anybody can install, and it's very easy. And so how to install this software? First we have to download the software. Download SAP software from support.sap.com SWDC site, but it require user and password. Only SAP clients can log into this site and they can download the software. If you are not SAP client, you cannot download the SAP software. So if I just go to this link, support.sap.com SWDC, SAP software download. If we can download the installation software, support patches, databases. Suppose I want to install download the SAP. So it will ask for the user ID and password.
It is support.sap.com/SWDC, right?
Yes, SWDC, Software Download Center, SWDC. So it is saying that I am not a SAP client. I am a public user. I am a public user. I am a journal user. Since I am logged with my ID, so it is saying that you are logged in with SAP P user ID, public user ID. Visitors with S user ID. S user ID. S means system user ID, which is like a client, SAP client. So you will get a S user ID, then you can download the software. So no problem. I have already downloaded the software. So you have to download these things. You have to download the 4 things. First thing you have to download, number A, the software installation tool. Software the software installation tool is known as SWPM, Software Provisioning Manager. Under here, we got a tool named SAP INST. So this is the tool. With this tool, you are going to install the SAP system. This is the tool. With this tool, we can install the SAP system. Second software, what you require? You require software number B. You require kernel. Kernel means executables. Third software you require database software, DB software. And fourth, you require export. So these 4 media require SAP software installation tool, kernel executables, database. So the size of this tool is around 1.1 GB. Kernel executable size is around 1 GB. Database software could be from 200 MB to it could be 10 GB. It will depend on which kind of database software you want to install. You want to install Oracle, HANA, MaxDB. SAP can be installed on any database. And export media. Export media size will depend. The size could be from 3 GB to 200 GB. The size of export media, it will depend which kind of SAP software you want to install. You want to install SAP ERP, CRM, SRM, SCM, what software you want to install. Client installation is very, very easy. First, I'm going to show you how to install the client software. Then I'm going to show you how to install the SAP server. So client installation is very, very easy. You have to just run the SAP GUI installation. So you just have to install the SAP GUI installation executable. It will install the. So first I'm going to show you how to install the client software. Client software means SAP logon. This you can install many on many PCs. Like suppose I am having 20,000 users. So on each machine, we will be installed the SAP logon. So that's why later on you will be able to connect with this machine to the server and then perform the task. So to install this software on the C drive, I have made a folder SAP software. Under SAP software, I have maintained the client software. You can see it is a GUI format. In the zip format, I will first extract. First, I have to unzip this file. Unzip this. Unzip version I have already. Unzip version is here. So after that, I go to the folder. We have PRES1. Under PRES1, we have the GUI, graphical user interface, Windows, and then we can SAP GUI setup. SAP GUI setup. We will double click on this, run. Then SAP frontend installer will be started. Since it's already installed, so let's see what option it is going to give us. SAP, are you able to see what it is written? SAP frontend installer. So this is a client software, SAP GUI for Windows. Got it? Suppose you are working with Macintosh machine. In Macintosh machine, you cannot install this software because in Macintosh machine, GUI for Windows will not work. You guys are able to see, right?
Yeah, we are able to see.
Yeah. So
Yes,
there
I
you,
can.
yeah. So there you cannot install this software. This is for GUI for Windows. It can be installed on Windows machine. Then next, what you
So
want
for
to?
GUI for Mac, do we need to download? Is it?
Yes. So for GUI, you have two versions here. One is GUI for Windows. Another is GUI for Java. In MacBook, you have to install GUI for Java, not GUI for Windows.
So GUI for Java means that works other than Windows operating system, any operating system.
Yes. It will work on Windows operating system also. GUI for Java will work on any operating system. But
Okay.
GUI for Windows will work only on the Windows operating system.
Okay.
Okay. Then you can select option here, SAP GUI option here, and then you can like it's already installed. So I'm just adding some additional component here. Then next, then it is starting installation. So it's just it's a Windows program, a small program. Within 2-3 minutes, it will install.
And this software also we have to download from SWDC only, right? The
Yes,
Windows for
SWDC.
GUI.
Yes, you can download this software. Or
Hassan, we also downloaded this from SAP, is it?
They downloaded and give it us, our support people.
Okay.
NTT people, they downloaded and gave it us actually.
Okay.
so this software is very easy. You have seen it's like Windows software. After this, it is it will create an icon, SAP logon, and then you can connect to the server. Done. SAP front-end installation is done completely. So this was the installation. SAP logon. This is after this, the icon would be SAP logon. I have updated this SAP GUI. So here we can have more options are here. It's a not very complicated, but we have a lot of options here. You can see options. You can we have a lot of files there. Configuration files are there, but we don't have to do too much here. We just have to make a connection. Like we have to make a connection to the server, and then we can try to connect. To connect to the server, yesterday I told you we have to give the application server instance number and system ID. These three things we will do, and we will be able to connect to the server. So right here we got SAP GUI. We have multiple servers, multiple client machine. This will be installed on the client machine. So this will be installed on multiple places like this. This is client PC, client PC1, PC2, PC3, like computer 2, computer 3. Here we can install individually SAP GUI software. We can install the SAP GUI software. So it's very, very simple. We can download and we can install. It's a like normal SAP GUI program. If you want to like if you want to copy this software, you can copy it from this location. I have put in the C drive. In the C drive, this software is there. Under C drive, SAP software, client software. This is only 1.1 GB. So you can upload into your Google Drive and then you can work and play. Because this software you can put in your laptop also. There is no nothing requirement here, like minimum RAM or all these things. Right. Now I will show you how to install the SAP server software. But for server software, we must have the tool, we must have kernel, we must have database software, we must have export media. So these 4 softwares are required. So now we will try to install SAP software. And here we are going to, so first we have to decide, before installation, we have to decide what would be my system ID, what would be my instance number, what would be my master password, what would be my master password. Because during installation, it is going to create the user DDIC and SAP star. During installation, it is going to create some users. So the password for SAP star and master, we have to provide. So we have to, before installation, we have to decide what would be our system ID, what would be our instance number, and we have to make sure that we must be having how much RAM? Are you able to see how much RAM required to install the SAP system? 30 GB RAM. So I will check. First, we have to check whether I can install the SAP system here or not. How to check what is Windows version? WinVer. Are you able to see what is the Windows version here?
Yes, Ajay. Windows Server 2016.
2016. So you cannot install the SAP server software in your Windows 11 or 12 or like that. It cannot be installed. Thus, it can be installed only on the server operating system. Either it's a Windows server or Linux server. And even there is some prerequisite. You cannot install on Windows 2003 server. It could be always installed on Windows 2012 and above servers. So these are some prerequisites. So before installation, you have to check the prerequisites, like on which server it can be installed. So normally it can be installed on latest server, but not very old server. You cannot install SAP software on Windows 2003 server. 2003 server, it is not going to support. Even 2008 server, it is not going to support. So we are okay. We have Windows server. Another thing is we can see the memory task manager. In the task manager, we can see, are you able to see memory RAM?
Yeah, yeah.
How much RAM I'm having on this server?
32 GB.
32 GB. It means it's more than 30 GB, so it will not create any. It will not going to. And we have to make sure.
32 GB is the bare minimum, right, for SAP installation?
Right. SAP server installation, yes.
This is server installation. This has nothing to do with the database right now, correct?
This will be having, yeah.
Okay, we will also install HANA DB on this one, correct?
No. We are not going to install the HANA DB. HANA DB we are not going to touch. HANA DB,
okay.
we have separate requirement. HANA DB cannot be installed less than 32 GB. HANA DB required 32 GB minimum.
Minimum, yeah, because 32 GB, then only 16 GB can be 16 GB database size can be there, correct?
Right. This is not, we are not going to like perform the HANA installation here.
So this is like a SAP installation, ERP installation.
SAP installation with other database like MaxDB. We are installing with
MaxDB, correct. Yeah, MaxDB, okay. But it can be MySQL also, correct?
Yeah, it could be MySQL. It will depend on the database software. So I have downloaded only MaxDB software here.
Understood. So, and this DB software is not licensed from SAP. It's a third-party software, correct? MaxDB.
Yeah, this MaxDB is from SAP itself. MaxDB company is proprietary of SAP itself.
Okay, understood. But if we, let's say, have Oracle, we can also install Oracle or SQL.
Yes, yes. Oracle SQL also we can install
Okay,
it.
okay, understood.
SAP database will
Does it
work
also
also.
support PLSQL?
Yeah, PLSQL, everything.
Okay, okay,
PLSQL is like the SQL variant of from Oracle. So,
correct. Yeah.
so we have the database software MaxDB. So first we have to decide what should be our SID. So we have checked our server is. So we have make sure that our server is Windows 2016 server. We got so 2-3 things we have to maintain. What is our server? Do we have RAM enough? We have hard disk. We have CPU enough. And after that we have to make sure that we are do we have these softwares like installation tool, executable, and export media. So I have already downloaded and I have put into this directory. I have put into the server directory. So I am having the SWPM. This is the tool. With this tool we can install the SAP system. SWPM, software provisioning manager. Under this, we are having this option, SAP INST. SAP INST to install the SAP software. And we have kernel, we have export media, and we have the database. So all media I have already downloaded. Then we can start the installation. But before installation, we have to decide what would be my system ID. So system ID is a 3-character name that we have to give. What is your company name?
GHC.
GHC. So I make our system ID GHC because it's a 3-character, right? So I will make our system ID is GHC. Instance number I will make maybe instance number I will make 1010. Master password I am going to like tell India 7575. Okay. So these information during installation I will give. During installation of SAP system, this information I will give. So SAP will create a GHC system with instance number 10, and it will create the user DDIC and SAP star. Password would be India 7575. So after installation, we can log in and we can check all the things, right? Okay, so these were the prerequisites. Now we will start the installation. So installation will take some time. Installation can take 1 hour to 3 days also. It will depend on which kind of SAP installation you are going to do. I am going to do only for the basis only. So I go to SWPM, SAP INST. This is the SAP INST. We are going to run this tool.
So under what circumstances it will take more than 2 days or 3 days?
It will depend on the which kind of software you are going to install. You are going to install the IDES, which will be having the dummy data. The dummy data will be 200 GB, 300 GB. The more data it will be having, the more time it is going to take. Because here we are not having any data here. We are just creating a like software. We are just installing the software. So software installation will not take much time. But suppose the company is installing the ECC, S4 HANA, IDES version, then it is going to take long time. Okay, so I'm going to start the SAP INST. So now it is starting the installation. If suppose your company is not able to do the installation, like companies can take the service from SAP itself to provide the installation. How you know how much SAP charge for installation of SAP system?
No.
No idea.
You mean the SAP partners or SAP itself directly?
SAP itself also. Like suppose some customers are new into SAP area, they don't have the consultant or competency to install the SAP system. So they can take a service from SAP also. They don't have the consultant who can upgrade, so they can upgrade service also from SAP. SAP provide these services also, but SAP services are very expensive. Because I was working in SAP, so I come to know for European regions, they charge fixed price. Minimum they charge 50,000 euro. And it would be
for installation.
for installation, upgrade, that would be not one installation. They will do installation for the development system, quality system, and production system. They will install the 3-4 systems they are going to install.
Okay.
Okay. So you are able to see we are having software provisioning. So first we have to, what it is written, are you able to see in orange color?
Yeah, welcome to SAP installation. Yeah.
Yes, welcome to SAP installation. So what you want to install? You want to install SAP NetWeaver, you want to install Business Suite. Yesterday we discussed about the Business Suite. Under Business Suite, what you want to install? You want to install SAP, ERP, supply chain management, supplier relationship management, SRM. You have to select the option, right option from here. But if we are going to install the ERP, we have to select this option. If I try to install the ERP system, we must require the export media. Export media will be required, and the export media size would be 30 to 40 GB, and the installation time would be 10 to 20 hours. 10 to 20 hours. So I'm not going to install the ERP or any other software. I am going to install the NetWeaver. So you can see here, the installation is the same whether you install.
NetWeaver is basically the other name for SAP Basis, right?
Yeah, SAP Basis comes under NetWeaver. So NetWeaver is a platform to run the every, even ECC will also be having the NetWeaver. Every SAP application is running on NetWeaver. So here we are not like we are not going to have the business data. Business data.
Yeah, so NetWeaver is the actually the platform, right? SAP's platform.
Yes, SAP platform to run the business. So here we are selecting NetWeaver 7.5. Selected the database. Our database is MaxDB SAP system. We want to install the ABAP system. Here we can install the standard distributed high availability.
And where is option for HANA in this? Let's say
HANA is there also. SAP HANA database. This one.
Okay, SAP HANA database. Okay.
But before installing, you have to install the HANA database separately. HANA database you have to install separately, while MaxDB installation is not separately, because MaxDB is very small database. It is only 200-300 MB database, so it is not require separate installation. So SAP system, standard system, I just want to install the standard. I don't want to make as a high availability or disaster recovery site. We can like make the disaster recovery site also, like primary site is in Qatar, secondary site is in Jeddah, or third site is in US. So we can make like that also.
Sanjay, installation of database should be done to separate server, right?
It could be on separate server or it could be running on the same server also. So like here, so the database software, DB software can running on the same machine, or it could be on different machine also. Both are possible. DB, both scenarios possible. SAP software you can install on one machine, or database both are running in same machine. Then it is known as centralized. And if it is a on different machine, then it is known as distributed. Got it? So it is possible. In our case, we are using both on running on the same machine. Got it?
Okay.
Okay. Now it is saying we have selected centralized. Everything should be running on the one. We have only one server. In this server, I want to install everything. Then we have to define the parameter. Typical, custom. Typical means it is going to ask the important parameters. We don't want to give each and every parameter. If you want to give each and every parameter, you can select the second option, custom. We just want to like we want to just give the important parameters. So we have selected the typical mode here. Okay, what it is saying? What it is asking? Are you
SAP,
able to?
SAP SID.
SID, SAP SID, SAP SID. So what we have decided, what we should make SAP SID? GHC, right?
JC.
GHC. So GHC. Next.
Sanjay, this SID is the system where you define, right? Like it's a development or a QA server or production server, is it? That's the SID?
Yes, yes. SID, no, SID, under SID, you are having the different types of client roles, system roles. With the settings, you can decide whether it would be a production system, quality system, and testing system. In the production system, you make the settings that data cannot be changed. So that is a
Okay.
production system. So according to the settings, you can configure it, whether it's a production system, quality system, and development system. So first we
Okay.
have to install the system, like in your case, I just give one example, GHC. So like most of the companies, they are having the three systems. So how they are going to make the three systems? They are going to make like this. GHD, this would be your development system. GHQ, this would be your quality system. GHP, this would be your production system. Again,
Okay.
got it? Again, it could be
Yeah.
further categorized for ERP system, for CRM system. For ERP system, the naming would be like this. For ERP system, the naming would be like GERD. Sorry,
Okay.
GED, ERP system. This is ERP system of development. GED is your development system.
Okay.
GEQ, this is your quality system. And GEP, GEP is the production system for ERP.
Okay. Okay.
Got it?
So they use GCD, right?
GCD, yes,
Yeah.
GCD.
Okay.
This system is for,
GCQ, GCP. Yeah. Okay.
yes, GCQ is for CRM system.
Okay. Okay.
GCQ, GCP. So you are now able to relate the things.
Yes.
Yes. Uh, so
Okay.
so
Good.
so we can like relate what are the IDs are there.
Thanks. Thanks.
Okay, so then it is saying that whether you are working in a domain, you are having any domain. Domain means .com or .net or . We don't have any domain, so we don't select this option. Then it is asking for the kernel. Kernel media. Our kernel media is this one. Our kernel media is under here. Kernel. So I will give the location of this media to this directory where is our media is located. So I will give the location to the kernel. Where is kernel located? So we have given SID. Now it is asking for the kernel. Now you can see on the downside, it is extracting the exe files from the kernel file. Bin, Java, lot of DLL files, JVM, PDB, lot extraction is going on. So it is trying to extract the different kinds of files from the kernel. Kernel means executables to run the installation. Okay. Now it is asking for the password, right? So now I will give the password India 7575. Why we have to give the password? During installation, it is going to create the different kind of users. So it is going to create SAP star, DDIC, because after installation, you want to log in into the SAP system. To log in into the SAP system, you require the password. So this is the password that we have to give. So I am giving India 7575 as a password. Next. It's very simple procedure. So installation can be done by anyone. It's very, very simple procedure. So you can select the what things required, and you just require the 4 media. The 4 media is this one. You require software, SWPM, kernels, database software, and export media. It has asked for the kernel. Now it is going to ask for the database software and export media. Okay, it is asking for the database ID. So we will make the database ID is also same, GHC. It is also possible that we can keep different ID also, but normally we should keep as a same.
Database host is the host name of the server, is it?
Yes, where the database is running. Suppose if database is running, this is server A. Server A. And this is server B. Nabil was asking whether we are going to run on the same machine or different machine. If we are running on the database software on different machine, during installation of SAP software, we have to point that database software is running on server B. So it can connect to the database, and then it can like provide the things. So during installation, we are getting some warning message that some prerequisite is not met because due to high availability. We don't want to set up our cluster setup. So we are not going to, it's okay. This condition is not for high availability system. We just want our system as a normal system. Now it is asking for the, what software it is asking? Are you able to read what it is written here?
RDBMS.
RDBMS, MaxDB. So it is going to ask relational database management software, MaxDB. So MaxDB software is here, server, database, MaxDB. I am referring to here. Here we have the label.asc file. In the label.asc file, we have complete information, the media location. So I just go there and then point here. Next. Okay, now what is it is asking? Last, are you able to read what it is saying?
Installation export.
Export. So it is asking for the export. So export. So we have first we have selected the options. We are defining the parameters like what would be our SID, what would be the password, where is the location of media. Under media, we want to give the kernel, database software, and export media. And let's see after that. we have to, okay. So we have enough C drive and D drive. D drive we are having 850 GB free. C drive 37.4 GB is free. Okay. Now this is just we have to do next. We cannot do the depooling the cluster table. So you can have clustering table that was earlier available. So in this version we don't have the cluster tables. So we don't have to do anything. It is by default disabled. We have to do next. Okay. Then it is asking for the SLD. SLD is a system landscape directory. If you want to connect your SAP system to the SLD. So what here we are having lot of SAP systems. So most of the companies they have one Solman, and Solman gets the data from SLD, system landscape directory. So during installation, if you want to connect to the SLD, you can connect to the SLD. You can provide the connection to the SLD, system landscape directory, and SLD is connected to the Solman, and Solman can be used for incident management, root cause analysis, change request management, quality gate management, and other things. So if your landscape have existing SLD, you can provide the SLD detail. So we don't have SLD, so we can say no SLD destination. Next. Okay, it is saying that secure storage individual key, where the data will be you want to store as a secure with individual key or default key. So I'm selecting the default key, whatever the key is there to encrypt the data it can use. So we have selected with the default key. Okay. Are you able to see the point number 3, what it is written?
Yeah, summary.
Summary means it is a like whatever the input we have given, like we have given GHC. If you want to change now, you can change it, revise. But this is the last point here, and then we can do next. Now the installation begin. Now 10:22 a.m. The servers are located in US, so now there is, so we can take their time 10:22. So now the process getting started. So now the installation process is started. Let's see how much time it will take. So it is going to install, it is going to create the user, install everything. The process got started. So we don't have to do anything. We just have to monitor whether any step we got stuck. Then we can check the log file, log location. It will going to give us there. We can check the log if anything is missing. But if you are going to do proper planning, you will never ever get any kind of problem. But if you don't do planning well, you will going to get lot of problems. Planning means you have decided that you have enough memory, CPU, Windows version, you have set up the file system, all these things you have made, then there will be no problem. So the installation get started. Okay, so installation is now going to be started. So this was the SAP installation. After installation, what will happen? After installation, we will log in into the SAP system. We will in the SAP GUI. So after installation, what we have to do? After installation, apply license, apply the license key, login. So after installation, login with SAP star or DDIC. After installation, login into SAP system with SAP star DDIC user in 0001 client, apply the license, take backup. You have to perform a lot of things there. So those things we will see later on. First, we are going to see how to install the SAP system. So installation is going on. So as per our agenda today, we are going to discuss about SAP installation and how to stop the SAP system. Okay, so the installation is going on for GHC system. Now we will see how to stop the SAP system. So we have one SAP system. What is our SAP system? Our SAP system is right now we have another SAP system, that is TRN, right? We have TRN system and you are able to connect through SAP GUI, right?
Yes.
SAP GUI. Now I want to shut down this SAP system. I want to stop this SAP system, TRN system. We are having TRN database also. So we are having TRN SAP system as well as TRN database. Now we are connected through SAP GUI to this server, and then we can start and stop. So now we want to start and stop the TRN system. So that is our topic, how to start and stop the TRN system. So to start and stop the TRN system, you have to log in into the server. Login into server using SID ADM user ID. So to start and stop SAP system, you have to log in with SID ADM user ID, and then you have two options for Windows system. It is very simple. You can use SAP MMC tool, Microsoft Management Console, and then you can start stop, graphical start stop, graphical start and stop. So now you can see, and if you don't have Windows operating system, you are going to use Unix operating system, then you can Unix operating system. In Unix operating system, you can do putty and try to connect, and then you can execute the command stop SAP, start SAP. Okay, now we will see the installation is going on, right? So let it be running. So first we are going to see our SAP system is running or not running. TRN system is running, right? TRN system is running or not running? Running because you are able to connect to the system.
Yes, it's running.
It's running, right? So I'm logging into the server. Now we can get this SAP Management Console, SAP MMC. Here I can see SAP system. Are you able to see TRN system here? TRN system is visible?
Yes, Sanjay.
Yes. Now I want to stop this TRN system. Right click here, stop. Are you able to see? I want to stop SAP system, stop. Then hard, soft. Hard means immediately stop the system. Soft means whatever the task is going on, it will first complete all the tasks. If I am going to say hard, then it is asking for the user ID and password, which not everyone, like right now, if you are going to start and stop, you will not be able to do.
Sanjay,
Yes.
what are the cases why we need to restart the service?
Yes. If you have changed some parameter require the restart. Some parameter require the restart. You have some parameter in SAP system that you have changed those parameters. So those parameters require the restart. So you have to restart the system. You want to upgrade your operating system. You want to upgrade your operating system. You require the restart of your operating system, restart of the SAP system. So there could be multiple cases, right? You want to upgrade your server, you want to upgrade your operating system, because SAP is application that is running on a particular operating system. If you want to upgrade your operating system, you have to shut down and restart the application also, right?
Okay.
Okay. And suppose you change some parameter, that parameter require the restart of the system. In that case also we have to restart the system. So I am going to use the ID TRN. TRN is my SID. TRN is my SID. Then ADM. This is the user ID. SID ADM and password is, I am not giving the password because later on you will be having GHC system. GHC system you can start and stop. This I will keep with myself because otherwise at least one system we will be having.
Sanjay, I'm using user 3. Am I allowed to restart the service as well?
You are not able to restart because to restart the SAP system, what user ID you require? Are you able to see what user ID you require?
SIDA.
DM. What is SID? What is SID here? SID is equal to TRN. So you require the user ID TRN ADM. You cannot do. Got it? So you will not be, or and not everyone is going to start. Otherwise, it will be completely hanged, right? You are again. I am stopping. You are also stopping. Somebody else also stopping. Then it is completely inconsistent, the system. Okay. So now our system is down. It is grayed out. You are able to see grayed out, right? Now you can try to connect to the server using SAP GUI. Are you able to connect to the TRN server? What message you are getting? Are you getting this kind of message?
Yes, I'm getting the same error message.
Yes. It means server is not up, server is down. Server is down. So this is stop. To start the system, we can do and perform the start also. So what happens when we are going to start and stop? What is the sequence? So this is the sequence. It read profile located under this profile. We are having the profile directory. In this, we are having start profile and default profile. Default profile. Start. So everything is mentioned there, like how the SAP system is going to read, how to start, everything is mentioned there. If these profile files got corrupted, your system will not be able to start. Everything is mentioned there. So when we are going to start the SAP system, there would be a program. The program will be called, this program will read this profile file and going to restart the SAP system. Okay, so what is this profile file? We can see right now. We can go to USR, SAP, SID. SID is TRN, sys, under profile, we are having default profile. We are having the instance profile. If we open this instance profile with Notepad, the complete information is given, how the SAP system is going to start. So it is going to start the program 00. It is going to call this program SAP CPE. SAP CPE program is going to run and it is going to start the ABAP database. Are you able to see, right, guys?
Yes, Anjay.
Yeah. So this is the, like, what is happening in the background. When we started it is going to call this program SAP CPE. SAP CPE is going to call another program, this start dbs.cmd program. It is starting the database. Then it is going to start the dispatcher. It is going to start the work process. So this is in detail information, how the system is going to start. So when we execute this command, it is going to call SAP CPE program. Then SAP CPE program is going to start database. Then it is going to start the dispatcher. Start. Then it is going to start the work process, and then system will be. So in this way, it is going to start. But we don't have to do anything. We have just gone through there and we have stopped. Now I'm going to start. Right now we cannot access. Again, I'm going to show you. We cannot access our TRN system. When I double click here, it is still showing the server is not reachable. The server is not reachable because we have shut down our server. So now we can see the status also here. It is grayed. It is grayed. Grayed means it is not running. So now I'm going to start again. Start. Okay. So it will take 2-3 minutes to start the SAP system. Message server and NQ server got started. Now it is starting the database. Database is running. Now it is starting the dispatcher, work process, gateway, ICM. But some processes are yellow, still not up. It is still starting. We can try now. This time we are getting some hanging situation. We are not getting the direct error message, but we are getting the hanging situation because our start process is in running. So it is saying that connecting to the TRN server. Now everything is green. Everything is green. We can see it here. Refresh. Everything is green. Are you able to see? So now we are able to log in into the SAP system. We can log in with the user ID and password like DDIC. So we can now log into SAP system. So this is the start and stop of the SAP system. Very simple and very complicated also. If you don't know the background, it is very, very complicated. If you know the things, it's very, very simple. You won't believe I tell a true story about the start and stop. When I started my career in SAP Basis, I was working with a company, CSC, Computer Science Corporation in Noida, and I have to start the SAP system. And I was not having much experience. Around 2 year experience I was having at that time. To start the SAP system, it took me around 4 hours. Can you? It took 4 hours, and since it was a development system, so not too much load. If it was a production system, so you can think about that. Maybe I got terminated from the company, because production system nobody can wait for 4 hours. Since it was a development system, only few developers are going to work there, so not much. Because I was doing the wrong things. These files got corrupted. These files got corrupted. Due to this corruption, even I was not knowing the sequence, so I made more corruption in the system. Then later on, I read a lot of documents, and then I could able to solve the problem. But the whole process took very long time. So if you know the process, then it's very simple, and even there could be a problem, then you can solve that problem within few minutes rather than several hours.
So you installed new SAP MMC.
Not MMC. MMC would be there. Under MMC, actually most of the companies, they don't have SAP MMC. In most of the company, SAP system is not running on Windows. SAP system always run on Unix operating system. SAP system always runs on Unix operating system. So you have to go to the command prompt and you have to stop using this command, stop SAP, start SAP, and log in with this user ID, SID ATM user ID. So you can check the file on this location. You can, because you must be having very good knowledge whether this file content is corrupted or somebody deleted, whether the services are up and running or not running. So you have to check. So as I said, in my case, it was some profile. These files got corrupted. Somebody else, or maybe somebody intentionally manipulated those files, or maybe due to some program, these files got corrupted. So we copied those files from the quality system. We replaced with the SID. Whatever the SID was there, we replaced with that SID, and then it got started. Okay, so this was, now our installation is still going on. So we started at 10:22. So right now it is 10:40. 18 minutes. It will not take much time. I think within 1 hour it will install the SAP system. Now import is running. Import monitor jobs running 5, waiting 1, completed 23, failed 0. Total 29 jobs are there. It is importing the ABAP programs. This is the very lengthy step. This is the time consuming step. In our case, it is not going to take much time, but if it is a ERP system, IDES system, then it is going to take much time. Okay, so now you can see, as I shared you one book yesterday. I shared you as a one book yesterday. So if I go to that book, practical basis. So the thing is given here: how to start SAP system, stop SAP system, and fundamentals of SAP system administration, system administrator task. So what, as a basis consultant, you have to do? You have to keep the system in good working condition, user administration, authorization administration, transport, background job, all these things we are going to cover. So first we are going to, like yesterday we started, and today we have installed the SAP system. Tomorrow we are going to do the user administration, authorization, transport, background job administration, server administration, monitoring, printing. starting and stopping the SAP system. Installation is only one time. Installation may be done somebody 10 years, 20 years back. Now, due to some maintenance activities, you have to start, stop. Start, stop is a very regular activity. Maybe you are going to take the offline backup. For offline backup, you have to stop the system. So start, stop, you can read in detail. I have explained here, but if you want to study, you can study in detail here and with the screenshot. So how to start the SAP system, which is the user ID, this is the screen, what are the, how the sequence, which process is going to run, which process is going to stop, we can see all this.
Sanjay,
Yes,
is SAP Basis admin is responsible in assigning and creating access roles?
yes. A basis consultant is responsible for creating and granting the roles. Yes. So we are going to cover how to create roles, how to grant roles also. We will cover.
Okay.
But some organization it's different. Some organization, uh, SAP consultant is not responsible for start like this one. It will depend on organization to organization. Some organization we have separate security consultant. Some organization basis and security work is done by the basis consultant. Okay, so till it is running, what you can do, I'm going to give you one exercise. In that exercise, you are going to perform some like familiarity with your SAP system. So I'm going to give you one exercise. You are going to log in into the TRN system. You are going to create a favorite. You are going to run the reports. I'm going to assign some tasks to you guys. So you will get more familiarity with the SAP system. Yesterday, I have given you one exercise there. You performed some tasks. Now I'm going to, okay. So first you have to log in to SAP system, log into TRN system, make it black color. So first you have to log in into the TRN system with your user ID, with password India7575, and then put SU01 T code in favorite. So put SU01 T code in the favorite list. So no need to remember it. Change, increase the font size of SAP. Log on to see better. You want to increase the font size because maybe you are using some specs and you want to do some personalization, run report RSPFPAR using T code SA38. Browse table T000 using SE16 T000 table contain all T codes. Then, so these are the, and run T codes, run T with below /n/o/nex/nend like this. Run SM50 T code and click on step. Then so how to see the help, how to like perform the like different task in so to get more familiarity with the system, you can use this until the installation is going on. So installation is still running, it is going to take some time, so you can perform this activity. In this activity I'm going to show you, then you have to perform this activity, right? You are able to see my screen, guys?
Yes, Sanjay.
Yes. So I'm going to put SU01 because no need to remember all the T codes. So first I'm going to show you here. This is the favorite list. Are you able to see the favorite here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to add one T code here. So I can insert the transaction code SU01. So no need to remember the T code. Next time onwards, I can go here and I can go to the favorite list. Suppose I am using 10, 20 T codes. I can come here and I can run the T code directly. So I don't have to remember and again. I can go and come here for execute. Second, increase the size of font of SAP logon. So right now I'm seeing some font here, right? Now it is in the different font. I want to increase the font. I can go to options here, options, font setting. This is Courier new 11. I want to make it 16. Okay. Apply. Okay. Now it is 16. Again, log off and log in again. Exit. And then again log in into the SAP system. Now you are able to see it is increased, able to identify the difference, right?
Yes.
Now the font has been increased. Now it is more bigger, and it is for me only. It is individual thing. It is not global thing. I did it for myself. Like user 1 has done, so user 2 will not be impacted, user 3 will not be impacted. It is an individual thing. Okay. And I want to run a report program RSPFPAR. There could be several ABAP programs. Custom programs will started with Z and Y. We can run. Execute. I am running a program. It's okay. So this will show all the parameters. It is going to show me all the parameters which is available in SAP system. Okay, so I can see the output of this particular report. This is the output of a report. SC16 data browser. Now the table name is T000. So these are the T codes to access different kinds of, like, to access any table, we use SE16 T code. To run a report, we use SA38 T code. Now I want to see how many T codes are there, number of entries. Oh, not this one. So this does not contain the table T code. We have to check which table contain all the T code. This table contain client. This table contain client. So we have only two client and TSTC. TSTC table contain the T codes. TSTC table contain all the T codes. So you can see how many clients are there. We have seen two clients, 000 and 001. So now if I type SU, then I type SU star, it will show me the SU related T codes, SU0, SU01 to maintain the user display, SU03, SU12, SU20, SU22. What is the different T codes and what are the meaning? Total, how many T codes are there? We can see number of entries here. TSTC. Number of entries in this table. There are 7,428 T codes are there. These are the T codes related to basis and ABAP above, not related to business function. Business function related T codes are not here because it is not having the ECC, HR, finance, SD other modules. These are related to. Now we have to run the T code /n/o. Yesterday I told you /n for new, /o open a new session. This is for exit. This is for exit from the system, exit. So what is the difference between this one? If I type NEX or if I type NEND, NEND will ask the confirmation. NEND exit with confirmation message. And /o for open a new session /n. Now run SM50T code and check the status. SM50. Okay. Status. I'm not able to understand what is the meaning of waiting, what is the meaning of running. So what I can do, I can type function F1. Function F1 will give me the help. Function F1 will give me the help in case of any problem. If I'm not able to understand a particular section, then I can type function F1. Function F1 has given me a help screen. Are you able to see this help screen, right?
Yes.
So we have different status: waiting, running, on hold, completed, shutdown, standby. Then we can understand what is the status of the work processes. How to run the T code, add the T code to your favorite list. You can do some personalization, running a report, how to browse the table, run the T code with different options, and F1 key to see the help, to get the help from message.
Sanjay,
Yes.
can you show us how to run a report?
How to run a report? Okay. To run a report, we have to go transaction code SA38. To run a T code, N means I want to overwrite existing transaction. SA38 report name. You have to type the report name, then execute button. This is the execute button.
If
Are you
in
able
case I don't know what are the list of reports,
if you don't know the report, then what you what you are, then if you know the first name like RS kind of thing, you type RS, it is going to give the report help kind of thing automatic way, so you can
is
just
there a way to display all the list of report, and then from the list of the report, I can determine what is the program name?
yes, you must aware about, otherwise if you don't know what to run, then why you are running, then if you are not able to recall, then recall thing you can see it from here. So like
So
I know
SA38 was in the name of the report. That's why it came, or SA38 will show all the list of all the reports.
SA38 is a T code to run the report. SA38 is a T code to run the report. Then you have to specify the report name. There could be thousands of reports. Even if the ABAP developer can develop a new report also.
Okay.
Because there are instances that I don't I want to check if there is a existing report regarding to list of users or list of existing report that is already in the system.
Okay. If
Is it
I just,
possible to display all the list of all reports available in the system?
yeah, it's possible. If you just type star, then you can see all the reports. So you
Star only.
yes, so you can see thousands of reports. You can see here, this is showing only 200 hits beginning. You can further in the selection criteria you can set, and then you can see all the reports.
How can we export these records? Is it possible?
Report to possible, yes, it's everything is possible, so you
This
can,
is screen, I mean, this screen you are showing. I wanted to export those records.
whatever screen. Okay, so okay,
So
SA30,
in the program, we type the star and it will show all the names.
I type star, then execute, because
Because
here
star.
you have to specify the report name. Here the report name, but if you want to see all the reports from here, when you are going to search, this is the search window. In search window they have restricted for 200 entries, otherwise there are thousands of reports there. They will what we say, they will reduce your
Take time,
system
yeah.
they will reduce the system performance also. So you must know the report. Okay, I got your point. You want to display all the reports, right?
Yes, Sanjay.
Yes, RS user 200 to display all the users, list of users according to the password change. We can execute this report. This report will show all the users who have logged into the system. 6 users. Okay, so you want to display all the reports. To see the table, we know SE16 is a T code to see the table. So we can go to SE16. We can type TRDIR. TRDIR. That contain, this table contain all the reports. Let's see. TRDIR. Number of entries. How many reports are there? It will show first. There are thousands of reports. That's why it is. There are
There
1
are
point,
millions.
yeah, million, 1.5 million. This is very small system. If it is actual system, then it is okay. So I take the report with starting with RS. So I just type RS star, and then execute. It is going to show me the reports with starting with RS. Are you able to see? Right?
Yes.
RS. Now you want to take the export. That is your question, right?
Yes.
So you want to put into the Excel sheet or something like that, right?
Yes.
So you can go setting, format list. save list, save as a local file. You can save as a local file. There you can specify the HTML format, text file with unconverted with tabs. Then you can save it to local. Then you can generate. So whatever you are seeing here, you can like do the report. So the table name is TRDIR. TRDIR table contain reports. So you can go to SC16 T code. In SC16 T code, you can type TRDIR and then you can see all the reports in SAP system.
Okay, Sanjay.
Got
Thank
it? So everything is possible if you know these things. So you know which table contains. So you know SE16. We can see the table browser, and from there you can see the report. And then in SA38 you can run it particularly. Okay, so now we will see our SAP installation is done or not done. Let's see. It's still running. So we started at 10:22. Now it's 11:14. Almost 52 minutes has been passed. It's still running. Some activities: create DDL views, restart instance, activate service. It will take some time, 10-15 minutes, and then it will get installed. Okay, so any query for yesterday's session and today's session? You come to know the SAP overview, how to log in into SAP system, how to start, stop, how to install the SAP system.
Just if you can please quickly once again show in the MMC how we can start stop.
Yes, so in MMC you can open the SAP MMC. You can select the system. What is system here? TRN. TRN is our system. Right click here. Start stop option is here. We can stop and start. But to start and stop, you require a user ID. Like suppose I want to
And
stop.
once it is stopped, we will see the status as it is stopped, correct?
Yes, the color will be changed. It is right now green. Then the color will be gray color.
So suppose when we stop, then let's say there are hundreds of users who are logged in. They will get some alert message on their GUI.
They will be logged out immediately. When you shut down, they will be kicked out from the system.
And they will get some error message, right?
Yeah, error message. They will be not able to connect. Whatever they were doing, everything will be lost. So if they have not saved anything, they will also lost that information.
Okay, so it has to be done with maybe prior approval of the downtime, correct?
Yes. Prior approval of the downtime, and you have to raise a message also. Like suppose, what is the time right now? Right now, the time is 11:15 US time. I'm talking as the server time. So you can see here, I want to shut down the system right now. Suppose after 10 minutes, I want to shut down the system. So first I'm going to raise a message. SM02 is a T code where we can raise a message. I am going to write a message.
SM02.
SM02 is for advisory.
SM202 is for writing a message to everyone. I have written a message. Did you receive this message?
Yes, we received.
You received my message.
Yes.
You received my message like, hi friends,
Correct.
we are shutting down the system in next 20 minutes, and we can mention the exact time. So they can save the things and they can plan accordingly, or they can like whenever we have to perform the activities, maintenance activities, we have to inform everyone also in this way. Message
I
received.
sent this. I sent this. Yeah.
Yes, message received. So now this we are installing the GHC system. After installation of GHC system, you guys are going to connect with the GHC system and you are going to start and stop the GHC system. I am not going to give you the credential of TRN system, but I am going to give you the GHC system, and then I will ask any one of you to start and stop the GHC system. First let it installed. After installation, what you have to do? You have to make a connection. Log in into GHC system. So how to log in into the GHC system? First, in SAP GUI, we have to make some settings. You have to make the new entry, and in the entry, what you have to type? You have to type the application server. You have to type instance number, and you have to type system ID. So system ID would be GHC. There is no problem. Instance number would be, what would be the instance number? Instance number would be 03 maybe. Or application server would be localhost or IP address. The IP address, this was the IP address. So after installation in SAP logon pad, you have to make this new entry. We can make this new entry, application server, and then you have what the user ID and password. Login into the GHC system. What would be the user ID? At that time, your user ID would not be this one. You have to log in with DDIC with password India 7575, and then you have to.
And this password and username is what we define at the time of setup, correct? At the time of
Yes.
installation.
We have not defined the username. Username is by default. This is the default user. But this password we have defined. So master password, this password.
So DDIC is the default master password account, like what we have in SA in SQL, correct?
No, this is not the master password. This is the user, like SA user.
Yeah, correct.
Password we can define here.
This DDIC is any abbreviation, Sanjay?
DDIC means data dictionary.
Data dictionary. Okay.
Data dictionary.
So how if we want to reset the password for master admin, how we can change it?
Later on you can change. You can log in with DDIC. You log in, after that you can change it. Like here, I am logging with.
Or I can also change it from SU101.
Yeah, SU01. Like right now I'm.
SU01.
Yeah, SU. I am logging here with user ID DDIC. Now I want to change the password SU01. I can type DDIC, change the password here, change password, new password, and then password I can mention.
So this password can be changed going forward, right? It's like there is no impact if we change the password, like some service stop working or something like that, right?
This is the application user. Some operating system user, some OS user, like GHC ADM will be created. And then you can log in directly from this user ID also. You can log in into this server using this ID, GSC ADM ID with password India 7575. During installation, it creates.
No, we understood. I understand different accounts. I was just asking in the application if we change the main
Yes. Application,
account,
there is an
no impact.
application.
So
If you change the password, only impact client. The users are specific to the client because you are logging into 001 or 00000. So right now you see here, I am logging into which client? Whenever I am going to make a connection, I am going to log in into which client? 001, right?
So
Yes
this
or no?
DDIC we will not use for any service kind of client, right? Say use actions, right? Like for example, Windows you have, right? Some service we use the login usernames, right?
This is not the Windows account. Operating
No,
system.
I'm not asking Windows account. Like in the SAP, in the SAP,
SAP
whether
Basis.
are we going to any service is related to the application users password details?
We can do and everything. DDIC is a master user, so we can perform all the activities. It is having SAP all full authorization, so you can perform all the activities in the. But the user IDs are specific to a client, like here. So
Okay.
like your user ID is created for. Can you log in into 000 client? Now my question is, you can try it just now. You will get the under better understanding. Please try to log in with in I'm asking you, please log in into TRN system 000 client 000 client with your user 124. Please try, then you will get a clear understanding.
Please log in into TR system 009 with your user 124. We are logged in already. I'm already logged in.
No, that's why you are making a mistake.
Okay.
You try to log in. You try
With
to.
DDIC or with user 2.
I am saying, please read this sentence. What
Log in to TRN system 000 client with your user 1 to 4. Okay, we logged in with user 4. I logged in with my user 4.
Okay.
No, but he's saying 000. I mean instance 00.
No, that is instant. 000 is client, Saurabh. When you open, it comes 000 only.
That's why you are making a mistake. Whether it's a 000 or 001, it is coming.
001.
I was
so I need to change it to 00, right?
Yes, so that's why I'm asking you, can you make it to 000 and you can log in with your user ID?
And then I think it will not work because you gave access to only 000, I think.
Yes.
001.
So what yesterday I explained, the client is an administrative unit.
User
you are the
4.
No, you will not be able to log in because
it says name or password is incorrect.
Yes.
Because there is
Password
no
is
user
incorrect.
ID. Because there is no user ID. There is no user ID of yours. How you are going to see these things? Now I am going to show you. But in 000 client, who can log in?
DDIC.
DDIC user can. DDIC can use.
DDIC always has to be logged in using client 000, is it?
No, DDIC
No,
can
DDIC
log
you
in
can use any client.
any client. And master password.
DDIC is like a SAP password, Saurabh. So you can log in like anything.
Understood. Let me write it down just a second.
DDIC, and then I can log in with the.
It's like administrator password, like OS administrator.
No, OS is different. This is application.
Yeah.
So tomorrow we will going to discuss about the user and authorization. There you will get more idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I am logging into 000 client. So I have two windows. One window you can see what it is written here. TRN. Are you able to see?
Yes.
What it is written here?
000. TRN 1 000.
And now
you have two clients now.
Yeah. And
here I am on 001.
Now I'm going to run a report.
Okay.
SA38. I am going to demonstrate how many users are there. RS USR 00200. This report shows how many users are there.
Okay.
I am going to run this report. So are you able to see the users here? How many users are there in client 001?
Oh, 001 for 6.
6 user. DDIC SAP star user 1, 2, 3, 4. These
Yes.
users I have created. Who created? DDIC. When created? Yesterday I have created your IDs. Yesterday I have created it. Now I run the same report in
000.
client SA38 program RS USR 200. How many
Only
users are
2
there?
user.
DDIC and SAP star. These
SAP
are the
star.
these are the 2 default users are there. SAP star is
Okay.
for special purpose. That is default user.
And these users, if we want to change the access rights, is it possible?
Yes. Access right, everything we will discuss tomorrow, day after tomorrow.
Okay.
There we are having like how the role profile is going to work. So we can change everything.
Fine. Okay.
We can change. Like here, if I go to SU01, you ask me, so I'm just going to show you DDIC.
Okay.
Then edit button. Here the profiles. So here what it is written here. What
SAP
it is?
all
What it is?
system
All
authorization.
system authorization. If I don't want to give all system authorization, I can change also. I have predefined authorization several thousand. We can create our own authorization as per our company policy.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay, so now very good information that without any problem we are able to install our SAP system. Are you able to see what is the message it is getting? Right? Execution of SAP net completed successfully. So our system got installed. It means our GSC system got installed. We can see in SAP MMC, our GSC system is up and running or not running. We open SAP MMC, SAP system. So now in this server, I have 2 SAP system is running. One is TRN, another is GHC. Are you able to see? GHC is running.
Yeah.
Right. And the instance number is 02. The instance number is 02. It's written outside here. 2. 2 means instance number. So whenever we are making a connection, I have to type like this. So you can log in into SAP logon pad and make the new entry. Please log in into the SAP logon pad, try to make entry and try to log in into the SAP system. 5 minutes for this.
Add new entry.
Add new entry with application server, localhost or this one.
Yeah, application server. IP will be same, right?
IP same, or you can type localhost also.
Localhost, yes.
Yes, please.
Localhost, instance number 02. System ID is TRN only, right?
Yes, number. System ID GSC.
GHC, okay. System ID GHC. Finish. Yeah, GHC is coming. Now if I log in. Client is 001, right? For GHC also. India 7575. Username is still not there. Client is 001.
Okay, sorry. So we have to go to the logon pad, and everyone is able to create a connection to the GSC system.
Yes, it's connecting, but username not working.
Username not. Okay, let me check. Application server, localhost. Instance number 02. System ID GHC.
Yes.
Finish. GSC. User ID DDIC. Password
DDIC. Okay.
India 7575. Your user ID will not work.
Yeah.
Yeah. DDIC default user will work. So you have.
Yes.
That's why I mentioned here. You have to log in with DDIC user ID. DDIC and password India 7575. Because during installation we have given India 7575 as a password. So we are now able. After that, you got the license expiration. License will be expiring in the 90 days.
Okay.
So, backend
Continue with this logon and end any other logins in the system, is it? Okay.
Okay.
It's giving me some message. User DDK is already logged on client. Oh, okay. So it is already logged on.
Okay. Maybe,
it's logged in. So simultaneously we can log in a same username can be logged into multiple session, right?
Yeah, it can be possible, but sometime it is like initial system, so it is not with the GDIC. Maybe not can be or not used, but other users can be. So I'm going to create a user ID. I'm going to create a user ID GSC user. With all you guys, you can log in with GSC user. I'm now creating a GSC. So after installation, we have to perform a lot of things. After installation, we have to apply the license. We have to configure the system. A lot of things are there. So this is the first time when we are running the software. So that's why it is taking very long time. It is saying that no default company has been maintained. No company. You have installed the software, but for which company it is working. So I am just going to mention it's a GHC. Company name is our GHC. So this software is only for GHC company. I'm creating a company also. So we can set the company name, company location, company name, company address, company country. Country is Kuwait. Okay. So all the countries are mentioned here. What is the KW? Right? What is the time zone? Qatar. Your is not Kuwait. Qatar. 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 What is the Kuwait? Qatar is different country, huh? Qatar. UAE. Time zone. You can set the time zone, and only the country is mandatory. Time zone is also not mandatory thing. So we have to fill that time zone also. Time zone minus how much? +2.
Will be there. Kuwait Riyadh will be there. +3.
+3.
Egypt +3, yes.
+3.
If you see, just go down, maybe it will be there.
Yes. +3 would be.
It's not in order. Huh?
Yeah, Iraq.
Iraq.
Miss
Iraq
+3.
no problem.
Yeah,
+3, yes.
+3. So now this, when we will see the time zone Iraq is not valid in country Qatar.
Yeah, see, maybe
so
change it to Riyadh. Use Riyadh.
Yes.
Saudi
Iraq,
will be there.
Yes, Saudi would be there.
Saudi or Kuwait also you can use.
Because when we are setting the time zone, so our server time will be according to this time zone only.
Yes.
So, okay. So now if I go to system status, now I can see in the system status, it is going to show the Qatar time. So whenever you are going to log in and check the time zone, so now the Qatar time is how much?
Qatar time is 14:41 now.
14:41.
1 hour less. Yeah, 14:41.
Okay, it is taking the time of this system.
Maybe 11. Iraq, maybe system.
Yeah, Iraq. Yeah. That's why it is not taken the right. It's taking the US time. System time, it is taking the US time. The time is here. And time zone, this is the Central European time. In the Europe it's a 1:41. Right. Okay, so here I can mention. So I'm creating a common user for everyone in this system, GSC user, and I will give the password India 7575. So when I make a user like service user can be used by many users. Service user can be used by many users. After that, I save this information. So now I have created a user ID GSC user that you can use to log in with password India 7575.